as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Oilers and the Texans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans and the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll start this drive out on the ground. And shutting him off now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bush. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
To throw on 2nd down. Cantrell. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cantrell. And that's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East, but as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win our division
and get to the playoffs. That was job one. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing, because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dorsey, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cantrell. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Cantrell. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Dorsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterback.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Oilers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Cantrell.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more time.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Oilers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When you look at this defense, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Houston's offense taking over again. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Dorsey.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, it's our home team with possession. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
Back to throw again. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
They'll look to throw again.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Oilers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try to mount a comeback.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
At the 32-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the bootleg. Cantrell. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cantrell. And this one is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Cantrell.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cantrell, his throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cantrell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First down, Texans.
On 1st down, Cantrell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Shifts past him at the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Texans.
Throwing on 1st down. Cantrell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Cantrell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw. Cantrell. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complimentary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Houston's offense taking over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Powering forward. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he's stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass
supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Call that a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third and 7.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Cantrell. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And got his man complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards.
Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Cantrell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
A throw over the middle taken in and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cantrell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Houston's offense taking over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And here comes the Texans now.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive, Cantrell. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Off play action, Cantrell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in the... Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense taking over again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On the out route, this ball complete to Graham.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Dorsey. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Inside the 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. I mean, it's 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
It does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They're going to look to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The
Pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3rd and 19. Dorsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And his kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points and they need a man.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Cantrell. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And now out comes Houston. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 35-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Oilers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put them up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass
success there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
On 1st and 10, Cantrell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Cantrell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cantrell. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch call for him made just inside the 35-yard line.
Well, Houston's offense taking over again. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
And 4 at the 42-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Dorsey, and he's got it down to the 28.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,